Today I'm going to talk about the best financial planning tool ever, period. End of story. This is the best financial planning tool. If this is your first time at our channel or you haven't subscribed, click on the subscribe button at the bottom. My name's Travis Sickle, certified financial planner with Sickle Hunter Financial Advisors. There are just a ton of financial planning tools and apps, and I've used a ton of them. And a lot of them do a really great job at answering some of the questions. And they can get really, really detailed to help us figure out and make the best financial decisions. But if you want the best, the absolute best, the #1 financial planning tool that every single financial planner uses, every single one of them, I've yet to meet one that does not use this tool. This is the greatest tool to financial planning, to answer the questions. And there's a million questions. Every single app out there is based on this one tool. Every single one of them. It's gonna do the math for financial planning. And what are we trying to answer? We're trying to answer a lot of financial planning questions, all with this one tool, and it can be done. This tool is gonna help you. What this is gonna do, it's gonna help you figure out, how much do I need to save for retirement? How much do I need to save for college education planning? If I get this rate of return, how much will my investment be worth in 10, 15, 20 years down the road? If I refinance, does it make sense? What if I put an extra $500 towards my mortgage? How much money will I save and when will it be paid off? What would my investment portfolio look like if I got 1 percentage point more? How much more would I have in retirement? Well, the money that I have right now lasts my lifetime. I know my balance, I know my payments, I know how long the loan's gonna be for, but I don't know what my rate of return is. How do I figure that out? This tool can do all of it. And what is it? It's simply the financial calculator. But you don't need to go out and buy one. In fact, I have so many of these things, they're everywhere. But I'm always losing them and they're never where I need them. I have one in my office, one in my car, one in my home, everywhere. I've had so many over the years, it's ridiculous. But this is the best tool you can get. And it's the one that's in the App Store. Whether you have an Apple or an Android, doesn't matter. Get the financial planning calculator on your phone. Here's why. I'm gonna show you exactly what you can do to use this thing. You know, it was a question I was asked. What do you use for financial planning? And I start naming all those different planning softwares and the apps that we use, but it all comes back to using that calculator. I use the calculator every single day. And you don't have to be somebody who wants to take on all the financial responsibilities. If you have a financial planner or somebody else that helps you with your money management, that's okay. But this is a great tool to have at your disposal when you have these questions. You can just take it out, punch it in, and get the answer right then and there. This is the tool right here. It's right here. It's on my app. It's an app on my phone. It's right here. I use this thing all the time. It's right on my home screen, on my iPhone, right there. So let's take a quick example. Let's say I have a 30-year mortgage. I want to add an extra $500 towards my mortgage. What will that look like? How fast will it be paid off? Well, let's do the math really quickly. Let's say we have a 30-year mortgage at 6% and we owe $350,000 on it and I want to pay it off. So right now that's $2,088 that we're paying on that mortgage. That's principal and interest. So what if I added an extra $500? What does that look like? So let's add it. Let's take that $2,088. All we're gonna do is balance the equation. It's super easy, watch. Take that $2,088, let's make that 2,588, punch it in there. We can go right back, okay, right back to the end, which is the amount of time that is in this loan. So it's 360 months, that's 30 years. So let's click that, that's 224 months. Immediately, we know that we're gonna pay this thing off significantly faster. So how much did we save? Well, if it's 224 months, we know we're making payments of 2,588, just multiply those two numbers. So it's 2,588, multiply that by 224. So we already had that 224 in there, multiply by 2,588 equals $579,000. That's how much we're gonna pay for that $350,000 loan. Well, what did that look like before? And that's 2,088. That 2,088 multiplied by the 360, that's the amount of time, is 751. So you just figured out how much you saved. That's almost $200,000 that you've just saved. So it went from 517 to $751, right? So adding that money, we just figured out that we saved over $170,000 over that course of that loan just by adding an extra $500. But that's how we figured it out. It's super simple. You just pull out the calculator. And let's say in this same example, we're still at that 30-year loan and we want to refinance to reduce it by 1 percentage point. So let's take that 6% and put it down to 5%. So if we put that to 5, then we know our payments drop to $1,871. So we know that math really fast right in front of us. Let's say we want to take it a step further and we want to consolidate a bigger loan. So let's say we have those same terms, but instead of that $350, we want to put $400,000 in there. So $400,000 in there, put that in there. That brings it back up to $2,138. So we can see the math right there to see if it fits within our budget, whether or not it's a good rate of return, whether or not we should do the refinance. And you could do all this same stuff for college planning, for retirement, anything financially related that you're trying to figure out how much you save, what that rate of return is. Does it make sense to make those small changes? And as you can see, small changes have huge impacts. So you might as well have the tool that can help you get there. The one that I've been using all these years, I use it on my phone and on my iPad. It's the 10B2 Calc HD. That's it. I'll put the link in the description. I don't know if I'll be able to link it to the App Store, but you can download it. It's a couple of dollars, worth every penny. It's actually way cheaper than in the actual calculator and works just as good, and it's always there. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe and leave your comments down at the bottom.